people saying it's been, Errolsexuals been popping their head back up. And now they saying, well, the 2019 or 2018 Errol Spence that's hitting the bag, that he would have beat Terence Crawford. And then you got Stephen Bredman Edwards saying that, Errol Spence should have took the fight earlier. It probably would have been a different outcome. Yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda. The ball was in his court. He was the A side and all this type of stuff. And, they decided to listen to Al Heyman, who don't care nothing about nothing else but the bottom line. He sat there, he waited. When Crawford fans was like, well, they should fight right now. You know what I'm saying? They should fight right now. They need to go ahead and fight right now. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence fans was the ones saying, oh, they need to marinate, man. We got to get these fighters paid, man. They got to marinate. Now they want to see some type of logic. No, live in y'all emotions. Worry about these fighters' pockets. We not trying to hear no backtracking. Because what y'all saying is what we were saying years ago. They need to fight now. Why I got to be for undisputed? And Reverend Edwards said, well, he's a big welterweight. And this is the things that Al Heyman should have already knew. This is things he should have knew. He took counsel from a guy that don't care nothing about money. People that care nothing about but money are terrible people to be around for platonic friends, for friends. They will sell your ass out. They good for business, but for pleasure, they terrible. You got a woman that ain't nothing about money, like Lori Harvey, or whatever, Steve Harvey's wife is, not Lori Harvey, with the wife. Dog, who want to be in the bed with a mercenary? Now, if that's what y'all just, y'all pay to, y'all pay to kick it, hey, that's y'all thing. Well, you better pray to God don't no children get involved, or you ain't dumb enough to wipe that. And a lot of these dudes play victim when they build the relationship off of leading with their wallets. Then they want to play victim when a girl take them to the cleaners financially. When women are already don't have remorse, when they make a mistake, they don't see what they done wrong. So imagine she do you wrong and she never had no feelings, she never cared about you. Boy, gonna do you dirty as hell. She gonna do you poo shiesty. But them type of people to be around, people that don't, as friends, don't care nothing about money, don't care about family, don't care about raising the kids, don't care, man, shit. People that get money don't even care about sex sometimes. Money, 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 money. And when you got somebody that's around you that can go to the highest bidder, they can put you in a messed up predicament. Your life could be on the line. No cap. Your life could be on the line. And this is what a lot of y'all don't understand. But nonetheless, that's Al Heyman. He don't care shit about Errol Spence. He don't care about Errol Spence. He cared about steering Errol Spence to where he can keep the money in the house when he ain't got to pay nobody outside the network. He never intended on making that Terence Crawford fight. He probably said Errol Spence down the line, it make more sense. It's gonna make more money. That's what y'all can get. And the crazy thing about it is they getting more money down the line. But then again, they don't see the bigger picture, which if I can get it now, then I'm going to get that money regardless. Once you get to the pinnacle of Spence and Crawford, where else can Errol Spence make money at now? Even if he won, where else he going to make that type of money? He going to go cash out versus Canelo Alvarez and retire? Had you had that fight earlier, it'd probably been a more entertaining, more successful fight. Then you can move on and fight Keith Thurman and Jamel Charlo and make a bunch more money. But one thing about the Premier Boxing Champion fanboys and they aficionados and trainers and all that, they can't take no L. For a company that been eating L's like Jameis Winston, you know what I'm saying? They've constantly been eating L's. You know what I'm saying? They can't take no L's. It's always woulda, shoulda, coulda, all that. They can't eat no L's. They can't take it. They always got to backtrack. They always got to say woulda, shoulda, coulda. Always. Always. oh, if he would have did it earlier, this Errol Spence, you know, this hitting the bag, he would have beat Terence Crawford. He'd have got his ass whooped too. However you want to slice the cake, he was getting his ass whooped. He don't possess the tools, the skill set, the fundamentals. Y'all talking about he more fundamental than he ain't fundamentally sound. He just basic. Nigga, y'all was getting fundamentals and basic definitions misconstrued. Y'all was mismatching them. That boy don't have no fundamentals, and I did a whole film breakdown on Instagram proving that to be factual. Proving it to be factual. And I told y'all that dude ain't got no fundamentals. I told y'all that. The boy basic. Square up, leave himself open, don't get his head off the line. And Edwards was saying, I don't know if it was, you know, Errol Spence definitely looked off, but maybe it was just Terence Crawford. Of course it was Terence Crawford. Errol Spence hadn't fought a southpaw in forever. And it was a reason why they ain't put him in southpaw. PBC try to protect their fighters instead of trying to take their weaknesses and make them strengths. That's what you got to do. If you weak at something and you strong at something, why would I keep putting you something that you already strong at? Why would I keep putting you in there with guys I know you can beat? Well, we need to put you in there with guys that can, you know, that can fill the holes in your game. You know, it's kind of like watching Julius Randle. Every year, this ninja come back and can't go left. Can't go right. Never work on his right hand in the offseason. Like, what? Like, same thing with these PBC fighters. If you know you have trouble fighting guys that got movement, let's get in there sparring with guys that got movement. Obviously, Tim Tszyu has been in the gym with guys that can move. That's slick fighters. He knew, I'm going to have to go see these slick fighters. I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to get in the gym and perfect it. I'm going to get beat up. That's one thing we know for sure, and two things that's for sure. I'm going to get beat up and they going to get the best of me, but I'm going to constantly learn what they do. Where they strong, where they weak at, how I'm going to defeat them. You heard, man, I remember he had a great quote. You know, he said, I think it was after the Boucher fight, one of them fight. He said, I know how to fight these boys. He said, I know how to beat these boys. That's because he been in the gym. So Errol Spence should have been in the gym, you know, when Crawford came on the scene, or even before that, when they knew what he had problems with fluidity and slickness and perpetual movement and southpaws. He should have been constantly sparring these guys. His first 20 fights should have been constantly filled with southpaw, slick fighters, guys that move, and he should have been perfecting that. And if you matchmake him towards his strengths and away from his weaknesses, how can he make his weaknesses strengths? It ain't had shit to do with nothing was wrong with that. What was wrong with that motherfucker was Terence Crawford. Crawford knew he couldn't fight southpaws. Terence Crawford knew he couldn't get his head off the line. Terence Crawford knew if I took away his jab, he was pathetic. So they ain't had nothing to do with legs and getting. He got sliced up because he got touched up. That motherfucker gave him a taper, a ball fade, a kid to play high top fade, goatee line up. Nigga put some Beijing on there. You know, hit him with a little avocado oil on the beard. You know what I'm saying? Shit, then hit him with the oil sheen at the end, and then took the wrap off his neck and cleaned his line up a little bit. You know? So it ain't had shit to do with oh, something's wrong with him. Obviously, no, what was wrong with him was he shouldn't have fucking waited. We all knew that. We said that from the beginning. They need to go ahead and fight expeditiously. Everybody, anybody knew boxing, y'all Errolsexuals fans was the ones going around saying, well, you know, y'all Errol Spence fans was the one going around saying what? We're saying, oh man, we gotta marinate this fight, man. We gotta, you know, get the numbers up. We gotta build it up. Like, what do y'all care? And one thing about building a fight up, bruh, you know, and waiting years and years is never gonna be as good as it was when it was supposed to happen. Rarely does that happen. You know? Oh, this thinner Errol Spence, and he would have did this, and he would have did that. Or, you know, if you got Crawford before he grew into the weight class, and man, dude, that's what he was trying to tell y'all. You know, and Crawford was seen to be at the wit's end at the weight class too. You know, he looked, y'all was the one saying he was looking drained and looking sunken in at the weight class. He older. Y'all was the one saying, oh, he not losing his legs as much as he once did. There's a reason for that. When you move up in weight, you got to make adjustments. You notice Floyd Mayweather at 135, he did a lot of moving with his legs. He did a lot of movement with his legs. When he got to 40, he said, well, I stopped fighting with a rhythm and I started fighting more flat-footed to get respect. I had to get power going to 40. That's what Terence Crawford did at 147 pounds. He had to get respect. So he started planting more, and then you getting older, so you can't move as much as with the legs. That's a sign of a great fighter. That's a sign of a really great fighter. You can make them adjustments by weight class and by fights and all that. But y'all was the ones telling him to wait. Build it up. Oh, then y'all said, oh, Crawford ain't fighting nobody. He fighting Avocado, and he fighting the Mean Machine, and he ain't fighting nobody. He ain't fighting nobody. Y'all was the ones saying that. He ain't fighting nobody. Y'all making fun. You know, Errol Spence fight names. That's what they are, just names. That's like buying name brand shit at a high ass price. But at the end of the day, with that high ass price, the material is still trash. So that is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. It's in the link tree. Check out my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. Peace.